But after that, when I learned about Buddhism, I start to learn how to appreciate the world, how to appreciate the nature, the rain, the sunshine, and how to keep myself happy, and how to appreciate life and death. So everything happens, like the economic crisis, it cannot surprise me. I can always keep a peaceful mind within myself. And then I learned about that these happenings need to be shared with all the people, all the family members within our global family. And from this point, I tried to establish this one foundation in China. And this is not an easy task. In 2007, we only have this 2 billion donations, and until 2008 or 2009, we have 8 billion. This is a huge number of increase, but the percentage that we contributed to the basic education is not enough. So we still have a long way to go. And people always say that there are a lot of problems that you need to solve within one foundation. But I'm not surprised, because I know there's always problems in there. From the history of China, the past 5,000 years, there's always problems. And I think this is a good thing. Problem is always good. Just like, if you say there is car accident, it's also a good thing. You can have this car accident because you have cars, right? So that's a good thing. And this is about the truth, the reason and result is always there from the Buddhism perspective. Just like, when you were in the ancient Chinese history, people called the emperor of China the 10,000-year-old. So isn't it a bad thing? Because if you think it that his son, his grandson all dies, but he's living there alone, that's not a good thing, right? And just like UBS has been in the world for more than 100 years, so they are managed by professionals. So this is a long-living organization. And I also want one foundation to become some organization like this, that we can spread the belief onwards and we can extend this belief to our next generation.
Thank you. We need to wrap up soon, so we have time for one more question.
Thank you. My name is Wong Along. I'm from the NUS Business School alumni. Thank you, Mr. Jack Lee, because you have inspired us tremendously this morning. And I think we are all very fortunate to have you to come to the university to give us a talk. But what question I asked you is this. You mentioned a couple of times it was the tsunami that changed your thought about life. And I must thank tsunami, so otherwise we don't have Jack Lee Foundation. But what I ask it, if it's not for the tsunami, would we have the Jet Lee One Foundation today? Would we have set up this foundation if not for the tsunami? Thank you.
And I would also like to invite Mr. Jet Lee to, after answering that question, if there is one thing that you would like to tell us today, one thing that we can take home with us for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, what would it be? Thank you.
非常感谢您的问题。我不知道如果我妈妈如果不生我，我会不会在这儿练武术和拍电影？所以我们在说 if， 所以可能。当我提tsunami的时候，当我在说海啸的时候，是一种最简单的说，因为我接近死亡，所以我开始做慈善。因为我没办法用很短的时间里去解释。因为7年当中我对生命的感悟，我迟早要去做一件事情，我迟早要把我的 love 回馈给社会。但是海啸是推动的那一刹那，也就是说我一直说必须要铺光缆铺电线，电才有开关，海啸可能是开关的那一刹，但是之前铺的电缆和发电这一切的准备都已经具备了，所以它是这样的产生和最好的解释。那么至于您说第二个问题 right 你先换第一个。
Okay, the first question, thank you very much for your question. Everything has this reason and result. If we are talking about if, then I would say that tsunami is the occasion of tsunami is because I was very close to death and I made this decision. And this decision was made because I have these 7 years of accumulation of my learnings. And so tsunami was like a trigger to me, like a drive. It's like the example of power cable and switch. You have to have the power cable first, and then someday you have the switch installed, you can turn it on. That's the difference.
那么非常感谢今天能够有机会跟大家简单的介绍了一基金，也希望大家能够开心。我只想求大家一个问题，当然是我的家人，我们有没有必要在新加坡创立基金？有没有让我建立这个的必要？有没有我们的愿望，希望我们的下一代的孩子，哪怕是1块钱的1个月和1个小时，回馈给这个社会，以及把我们的信念传给世界？这个是我今天提出的问题。为了完成这个梦想，如果大家觉得有必要的话，一基金在新加坡启动还是需要资金支持的，还是需要人去支持的，才能搭建这个平台，才能运作起来。所以如果一开始不搭建这个平台，就是1块钱1块钱，如果今天在座的人加在一起是300块钱的话，一基金这个平台还是比较困难的去建立在新加坡。所以希望大家的支持，谢谢。
So thank you for giving me this chance to introduce to you about One Foundation briefly today. And I have one question to ask everybody, is that if you're one family member of our global family, I want to ask you, everyone in this room, is there any necessity to set up this One Foundation in Singapore? Is it necessary for you to donate $1 to contribute back to the world, to help your children, help your grandchildren, to help the next generation? So if your answer is positive, is yes, then we need to start this One Foundation in Singapore, and still we need some support, either in money or in talent, in people. We all need this support. If we say everybody donate $1 within this room, we probably have $300. It's a little bit difficult for us to start a foundation, a platform at such a scale. So we still need your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jet. Thank you very much to the audience. And please forgive me. I practiced this all night. And I just would like to say, 真感谢您今天早上来参加我们的活动。
谢谢，谢谢，非常好。
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I would now like to call on Mr. Neville Azopardi to deliver the closing remarks. And I believe that both Neville and Professor Bernard Young would like to hand a token of appreciation to Mr. Lee.
Should I the first or? Okay. I don't need this one. I'll leave this one. Okay.